Great. Thank you for joining me for a 75-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point in class something does not feel right for your body, remember that you can modify a posture, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can be challenging at times, and that's okay. But we're never going to a point of pain, a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, you'll come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together, arms down by your side. I'll stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Bring your hands together at heart center and begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale through your nose, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale through your nose, look forward, lengthen into a halfway lift. Exhale through your nose, put your hands on the floor, shoulder width distance, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. You can bend one knee, straighten the other, pedal out your legs, and then press your heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees instead, take a child's pose. Sink your hips down as you reach your arms forward. Always feels really good. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Slowly exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root to rise, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Make your exhale a little longer than your inhale. Inhale, lengthen, neck long, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your plank or tabletop, and we'll hold here for a moment. If that lowering down to back bend motion, the chaturanga, does not feel good for you, skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, lean forward, pull your elbows in, and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into your back bend, chest up, neck long. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or sink your hips down for child's pose. Either way, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb so that you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, chest forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, chin away from your chest. Scoop your chest as you lift up. Exhale, hands down. Last sun salute, inhale, lift, saluting the sun. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing child's pose, try to get your hips to your heels. If you're doing down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels don't naturally touch the floor, you can try taking a wider stance. If you have tight hamstrings, you can micro bend your knees to take weight away from the backs of the legs. Otherwise, press your thighs back, lift your hips up, drop your head. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Beautiful, that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good, inhale, elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up slowly. Push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Imagine you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Contract your quadricep muscles, squeeze your gluteal muscles, lock your legs. Exhale, head up, weight stays in the heels. So notice if you're rocking back and forth or side to side, lower body stays still like a statue. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, stomach in, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Empty your lungs. Inhale, head down. Last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push and squeeze, elbows touch. Change, arms down. You can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Bring all of your knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, stomach in, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back. Reach your arms forward, keep exhaling, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, elbows touch, 1. Inhale, head down, use the full 6 seconds to inhale, take in more and more and more air. Exhale, head up, use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, I'll do one with you. Exhale. Inhale, head down. So it's a little bit of a snoring sound against the back of the throat, a little bit of a vibration to the throat, elbows up. Exhale, head up, but you're not stimulating the vocal cords, right? It's just the sound of the air pushing out against the gently constricted lungs, elbows touch. Inhale, let's do another one. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Change, arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, nice tight grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, hips and pelvis opening, squeeze your palms together, head and arms back, touch your biceps to your ears, so your chest, your ribs, your abdomen, hips, everything opening. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending elbows, without bending knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day. There's no rush, nowhere you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. A little bit goes a long way. On the inhale, lengthen the arms. On the exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, big stretch up. Slowly bend to the left, press your hips to the right, breathe. Keep the weight in your heels, thighs contracted, glutes contracted. Press your hips a little forward, lock your legs, pull your abdomen in, slide your breastbone up. You want to particularly engage the lower abdominal wall. Push your right hip a little forward to get your two hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Without bending the elbows or knees, maybe get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend with the sequence. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately take your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending, lock your legs. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward without bending the elbows or knees. Bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, big stretch up, decompress the spine. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Hinge at your hips, go down with a flat back, straight spine. Once hands touch the floor, you can drop your head and go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. So you want to go in and out of that posture with a flat back, right? It's much safer for the spine than kind of collapsing or rounding in and out of it. Garasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers, pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Keep pulling, keep stretching, keep breathing. Roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, lengthen. Change, come on up. So come up with a flat back, chin away from your chest. You can scoop your chest as you lift up. Arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, lower abdomen super tight. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, slowly bend to the right, press your hips to the left. So the reason why you want to engage the abdominal wall, and especially the lower abdominal wall, is that you don't start to collapse or back bend, right? You'll hear the thing, push the hips forward, upper body back, but it is possible to overdo that, right? You want to tuck the tailbone under, pull the abdomen in, temporarily eliminating any curvature in the lower back, right? So press the hips a little forward, pull the abdomen in, keep the arms with the ears. Left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, big stretch up. Slowly drop to the left, press your hips to the right, contract quads, glutes, squeeze your palms, touch your biceps to your ears, breathe. Use your left hand to pull your right hand to the top left corner of the room, push your left heel into the floor, push your right heel into the floor, push your hips a little further to the right, chin away from the chest, arms with the ears, weight in the heels, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. Keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, chest up, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, exhale, fold. Lead with the lower ribs all the way down, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Second set, Padasana, bend your knees halfway, grab the backs of your legs through your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body. Stomach in, elbows back more, eyes open. Keep pulling, stretching, breathing. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Good, change, come on up. So lift from the lower ribs, lift from the chin as you come up. Good, arms down. And you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches hip width distance. If you put your hands on your hip bones, not your thighs, but your hip bones, and look down, that should be the space between your feet. Bring your arms up parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with your index fingers. Reach your arms forward, pull your abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, suck your stomach in and then your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles, suck it in, hold it in tight, your arms are your counterbalance, reach your arms forward, bring your hips back a little bit more, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back, touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, last part, come on up, still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Go slow, listen to your body. You can stop whenever you want. You can also put your hands on the floor to help yourself in. Squeeze your knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the thighs, spine perfectly straight from the side, looks like you're holding a box. Change, slowly come up, squeeze your knees, thighs together as you lift. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, reach your arms forward, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you can stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. This is like a yogi version of a squat. Now pull your abdomen in and lift up, triceps tight, shoulders down, neck long, a little bit more weight back, lift your chin up, chest up, change, come on up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward. So same thing, rather than sticking your butt out, you want to eliminate the curvature in the lower back, pull the lower abdomen in, lift your heels up, stretch up and sit down. Keep stretching the crown of your head up to the ceiling, press your shins forward, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down, change, last part, still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor, and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Slow down even more as you come down, good. So rather than sitting all the way down and resting, you wanna come up a little bit so the legs stay engaged. Pull the abdomen in, stretch the crown of your head up, keep your fingertips together. Change, slowly come up, stomach in. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana, we're gonna do the right side first. Keep in mind, I'm not mirroring you. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm. Right elbow, under left elbow. Cross first at the elbows, again if you can at the wrists. Palms together, thumbs towards your face, pinkies away from your face. You can also interlace fingers, grab maybe a thumb, or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Lots of options. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down into a chair, stay down there, lift your chest, and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right over left, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit a little lower, breathe a little slower, upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Let's do the left side. Swing left arm under right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies away from your face. Pull your elbows down, sit down, keep your hips low, lift your chest and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right, cross twist, breathe and squeeze. Bring your knees a little to the left and upper body to the right. You want wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles all in one line. Notice if you're gritting your teeth or holding your breath. Make sure you're still breathing. In and out through the nose. Bring the weight back into your heel. You can stick your butt out and fold forward to sit down, just like awkward pose. Lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms up, right in the second set. Swing right arm under left arm. You can pull your hands to the right, drop your left shoulder down, elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lift your chest, and bring your right leg over your left leg, hamstring over quadricep. Push your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward. Try to straighten your wrists, flatten your palms, even the fingertips. Pull the elbows down, sit a little lower, breathe a little slower. upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms up. Last one, here we go. Swing your left arm under your right arm to the side, hands to the left, right shoulder down, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. Cross twist, breathe. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back, knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes. Sit down, weight back in the heel, elbows down, stomach in, upper body back, hold and breathe. Good, change, feet together, arms up, slowly arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Perfect. Cheers, friends. Okay. Gonna adjust this angle just a little bit. Cool. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janusharasana. This is where it gets fun, right? Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, pull your abdomen in. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, stomach in. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, that's too easy. No lower, that can hurt your back. Standing leg locked. Take a breath. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. If you fell out, hop back in for 3. Lock your knee, 2, lock your knee, 1. Change, arms straight, bend the right leg, right foot down. Shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward. Lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, even your thumbs under the foot. Contract your inner thigh, outer thigh, lift your kneecap, contract the quadricep muscle, use gluteus maximus and minimus, use your side seat, pull the abdomen in, and when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. So you're really engaging your muscles here to keep your knee over your ankle and your hip over your ankle. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up. If both legs lock, you feel tremendous stretching feeling on the backs of both legs, maybe even a cramp on your thigh. Lift your chest and then bend your elbows down. Roll the shoulders back and down, bring the chest down more so one day elbows go below the calf muscles, hold and breathe. Whenever you're ready, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or knee bend. Okay, second set, let's do it. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your right foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold and breathe. Whenever you're ready, slowly reverse out, no rush. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, round down, pick up your left foot, all 10 fingers interlocked. Relax your face, pull your abdomen in, press your right big toe down. And when you're ready, lift your left leg up. Try to keep your big toe down the whole time without grabbing the floor with your toes. Both legs lock, elbows down. Keep the big toe down. Keep moving your hips forward. Tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Whenever you're ready, slowly reverse out. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together. Bring your right hand up. Elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Thumb with your index fingers. It's fun to be a little silly. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear. Right hip forward, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Same thing with the last posture. Try to keep your left big toe down without grabbing the floor with your toes. At first, just find a place where you can balance, breathe, and back bend. Keep the chin and chest lifted. As you're ready, come down. Bring the body down and the leg up. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. Body down more, leg up more. Charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Bring your left hand up. Out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone. Thumb with your index finger, knees together. Bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, lift your shoulders, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick into your hand. Simultaneously charge your body forward. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. The best way to follow is forward because that means all you have to do is kick harder. You're kicking in 2 directions, you're kicking back and you're kicking up. Think about pushing your left foot into your left hand as you touch your left big toe to the ceiling. Slide the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, keep your head on straight, breathe through your nose. If you fall out like I did, take a breath and hop back in. Slowly bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down, take a breath. So whenever I fall out of a posture, I always make sure to hop back in, even if it's just to the setup at the end. That being said, I also make sure to take a breath before I hop back in. Sometimes it's like, we fall and then we're just like, gotta get back in, and we hop back in too quick. In yoga and in life, when you have a quote unquote failure, right? When you fall out of something, you take a moment to get your act together, to breathe, to reflect, and then you hop back in. So you're never giving up, right? But you're also learning from that initial imbalance. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, left arm up and back, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. And I hesitate to call falling out a failure because it's really not a failure of a posture, right? It's actually like an integral part of learning how to balance is to fall out, right? The more you fall out, the more the body starts to create a little bit of muscle memory for how to stay in. And again, the best way to fall is forward. I've done this a million times and I will probably do it a million more times. When you're ready, bring the body down more, leg up more, charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, here we go. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, knees together, right arm up and back. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, lift your chin, take a breath, stretch up. And when you're ready, slowly kick, stretch, breathe. That's all you have to do, kick, stretch, breathe. Slowly bring the body down, leg up, reach your arm forward, hold and breathe. Just keep kicking, keep stretching, keep breathing. 10 more seconds here. Find your deepest point. Kick and kick and kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up. Okay, come to the back of your mat, Tool Dandasana balancing stick. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot like you're on a balance beam. Stretch up, point your left toes, and when you're ready, come down like a slow moving seesaw. Eventually, arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, Right foot back, stomach in, stretch up, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch, and when you're ready, come down. Biceps with ears, chin slightly away from your chest. So you're not dropping your head down, but you're also not jutting it out. You want your neck long, in line with the rest of your spine, chest down, leg up, charge forward. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Sometimes in this posture, I like to imagine that I'm in a giant X-ray machine. You want to actually be able to see your bones stretching apart, right? Your muscles, your fascia, your tendons, ligaments, joints, all of that stuff holds up the bones, which means that in this posture, we're really strengthening the body. We can stretch the body apart. Pretty cool. Second set, arms up, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and tilt. So muscle holds up bones, not the other way around, which means there's always room for improvement or change. Body down more, lift your left leg up, stretch and stretch and stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, here we go. Step your left foot forward, lock both legs, stretch, and tilt. So imagine like a human tug of war, right? You're reaching forward and lengthening back. Chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will face you, starting with standing, separate leg stretching, Dandayamana, Vikathapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale your arms over your head, nice big side stretch. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Grab your heels from behind, roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, pull and stretch, touch your head to the floor in between your feet. In this posture and in the next 2 as well, don't be afraid to play around with taking a bigger or smaller step. You can always heel toe your feet a little further apart or a little closer together if that helps you grab your feet and eventually touch your head to the floor. And if you can't grab your feet yet, or if your knees are bending, start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Walk your hands forward as much as you want until you can lift your hips up, push your knees back, lift the quadricep muscles, lock your legs, and now the hamstring stretch and release. Good, change, slowly come up. Step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. Hold still, breathe. Second set, arms up, step your right foot to the right. A nice generous step, be generous with yourself, arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and go down. Lead with your lower ribs all the way down, just like in hands to feet pose. You can grab the backs of your heels if you can. You can also start by grabbing the outsides of your feet. And again, if the knees are bending, lock your hands forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. If you have a grip on your feet, bend your elbows back, elbows to calf, shoulders up, shoulders to ceiling, stomach in, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, pull, stretch, breathe, touch your head to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, no rush. Step your right foot back to the place, arms up and arms down. Next is Triangle Trikonasana, the summit of the standing series. We're going to simultaneously open our hips and shoulders and strengthen our legs and arms and core at the same time. Really wonderful posture. Arms overhead sideways. Step your right foot to the right, big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, reach your arms apart. Turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your right leg and lunge. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Eventually elbow in front of the knee, but you don't want to collapse down if your right thigh is not yet parallel to the floor. You also don't want to stay all the way lifted, right? You want a nice diagonal angle from your ankle all the way to the crown of your head. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, bend your right knee to sit down more. Now turn and twist, upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge, sit as low as you can. If your step is too short and your knee is going way beyond your ankle, that can hurt your knee joint. Take a bigger step. If you look down, you should be able to see your big toe. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Aim your fingertips towards your big and second toe rather than your heel. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, look for your right thumb, make sure all 5 fingers together. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now bring your left rib cage forward, right rib cage back, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change. Move your arms, straighten your leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and slowly arms down, stand tall. Second set, arms up, step your right foot to the right big step, arms down parallel to the floor, hips forward, arms back, reach your arms apart, drop the shoulders down, triceps tight. Turn your right foot out, left toes in, bend your right knee and lunge, sit low, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. So remember that we have 2 sets of every posture. Lately, I've been taking it a little bit easy in the second set, really focusing on my core strength and hip alignment, and then in the second set, going for depth, right? So just remember that, you know, in this style of yoga, when you have 2 sets of postures, maybe one set you like really go for it and one set you hold off, or sometimes in both sets you ease off, or sometimes in both sets you go all the way, right? Look up, stretch up, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, sink your left hip down, turn and twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge, and only you can know what works for you, right? Sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor, look up to the ceiling. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, pull your abdomen in. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back. Now turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Keep reaching up, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, right foot back, arms up, and slowly arms down. Standing separate leg, head to knee, Dandayamana, Bikram, Janu Shirasana. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 3 to 4 feet, still a big step, bigger than a meter. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times beyond your flexibility. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down. Oh, that feels good today. Round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, touch your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch your fingertips forward beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your right front foot. Lift your right hip up, press your left hip forward, stomach in to get your 2 hips in line. That way, 2 shoulders in line, both sides of your back round equally the same. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, chin to chest, full stop at the top. When you're ready, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, left rib cage back, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down slowly with control. Chin to chest, stomach in, round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together. So sometimes this posture is not my favorite. It doesn't always feel great, but today it feels really good. And I'm reminded that we miss out on a lot in yoga and in life when we assume that we know what the outcome will be, right? So you gotta try everything out. Again, there's 2 sets. So you can always take it easy in the first set or be a little bit cautious, right? And in the second set, really try to touch your forehead and knee together. Again, you're never forcing your body, but you're also not coming to conclusions before you go into the posture, right? Sometimes the posture that you never thought you'd be able to do opens up. Sometimes the posture that has always been the easiest for you that you assume you're gonna do today doesn't feel so good, right? So you're just saying it's an invitation to be in the present moment. Push your forehead into your knee, lock your legs, hands together. Change, go slow, chin to chest, biceps with ears, head up, last. When you're ready, pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, slowly, arms down, stand tall. Second set, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs. Step your right foot to the right, at least 3 feet, 36 inches. Pick up your toes, pivot on your heels. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, forward, forward. Stretch up, chin to chest, and you go down. Round, scoop, curl, tuck, concave. Tuck your chin to your chest, pull your abdomen in, touch your exactly forehead and knee together. Now, if your forehead and knee aren't touching, remember that you can always take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg like I am, you can really push the floor away from you, pull the abdomen in, eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your body. If your hands are separated, walk them back together. Try to find a little bit of balance and stability. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock your legs, hands together, change. Press your hips forward. Keep your chin to your chest, head up, last. When you're ready, pick up your toes. I'm gonna face you for the last one. So your heels are in line, but they're not crisscross. In the dialogue, it says backside foot at a 45-degree angle. I find it's helpful to turn my back toes in even more than that. Then you can really push the right hip forward. Stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Look towards your belly button, keep your arms long, maybe balance challenge, hands together the whole time. Chin to chest, pull the abdomen in around your spine, touch your forehead to your knee. Push your forehead into your knee, lock your legs, hands together, change. Slowly reverse out, no rush. Head up last. When you're ready, pivot, step your right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat. We're gonna do tree pose first and then toe stand, not flowing. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up, heel to costume, slowly, gently. Let your right knee drop down and back into a half lotus shape. You can bring one or both hands together. Elbows down, spine long, take a breath. Change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg and lift your left leg up, heel to costume. Slowly, gently let your left knee drop down and back. You can bring one or both hands together, drop the shoulders, lift the chest. Change, left leg down, toe stand, Padangustasana. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you, don't move your eyes. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. Oops, I moved my eyes. You can bring one or both hands together. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, fold forward. So looking to one unmoving spot when you're balancing, in any balancing posture will help. Walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down on your heel. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Stretch the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand, palms together, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Whenever you're ready, hands to floor, you can come up on 2 feet, or you can lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, let your left knee drop. You can bring one or both hands together. Look towards the floor, and as you're ready, fold forward. I'm gonna stay here, but I'll walk you through it. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Whether you're in tree or toe, point your left toes. You wanna move the left hip a little forward, left knee down, 2 hips and knees in line. Left hand to the center of your chest, right hand, elbows down, spine straight, toe stand, come a ½ inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor, you can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward, lift your ribs to come up. Good, change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm gonna adjust my camera angle here. Okay, whoops. Oh, no. Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling. Eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up.
So I had to laugh at myself today. I've had like a right toe injury for a while that I've been so cautious in yoga, right? So like I've been doing, you know, everything, right? Like you take it easy in a posture, and then every once in a while I'll try out toe stand, and I've not been pushing myself or like forcing myself or my toe to like sit down in any uncomfortable way. And it's like finally starting to heal, and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then of course today I like completely banged it against a coffee table and bruised it all over again. And I was like, oh gosh, all of that hard conscious work in yoga out the door for one moment of clumsiness outside of class. And in my life, this follows a big pattern of, for example, I was a dancer growing up and I never got injured dancing, but I once sprained my ankles falling down the stairs right after a dance recital, right? Like when I'm in my body, embodied in a practice, whether it's yoga or dance or meditation, I'm very aware, not just of who I am, but like where I am in time and space. But the minute I step out of that space, I will often like fall over or hit things. And maybe you relate to that, but maybe you don't. But it was really a reminder for me today as a clumsy person of like, gosh, how lovely it is just to be fully aware, fully alive, and really in your body in real time and real space. That is a luxury that a lot of people do not have, right? We spend so much of our day in our heads, on our laptops, on our phones, with other people. And what a gift that you have given yourself today, just to be here right now in this breath. Inhale to your nose, feel your body rise with your breath. Exhale to your nose, feel your body fall. What a gift. Pavana, wind removing pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin. Nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in a little bit. Pull and breathe. Change. Right leg down, left leg up. Pull your knee out and down. Nice tight grip. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, you can flex your right toes back towards your face. Pull down, knee towards the shoulder. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor without lifting your head. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, belly button heavy like lead, middle spine on the floor. Squeeze your knees together, push your shins into your forearms, roll your hips onto the floor. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down, eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder. Notice if you're leaning way to the right, try to keep your left shoulder down, left sit bone down. Pull the knee down towards the shoulder, the armpit. Change, right leg down, left leg up. This posture is good for digestion. You're purposely putting pressure on the lower abdomen. It's also good for grip strength and bicep strength. Really pull down as you open through the hip and chest. Change, left leg down, both legs up. Grab your elbows each other. Give yourself another hug. Keep your heels in line, side by side, not crisscross. When you line up your heels, you line up your hips. And by extension, right, the rest of the spine starts to realign. I love this posture because often when we first practice it, we're kind of roly-poly-olies. And then slowly through our practice, right, the spine becomes stronger, but also more supple. And slowly the back lengthens. Change, arms down, eyes open. And that's a result, not just of that posture, right, but of all the other ones, especially the next four we're about to do, the spine strengthening series. These postures are so good for spine health, right, for helping you to stand tall, to walk upstairs tall, right? These are your postures. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back, skip the sit-ups, roll off to the side, meet on your abdomen. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay, turn, lie on your abdomen for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, beautiful. Use 100% spine strength. Come up halfway only, elbows stay bent and make an L, a 90-degree angle. If you were to lift your hands off the floor, your chest would stay in place. Roll the shoulders back and down, stretch your elbows to your hips. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Lock your legs, squeeze your butts. Push feet, hips, and hands down, hands flat. Look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders, little fingers in line with the deltoids, outsides of the shoulders, elbows point up. Zip up your legs, lock your legs, look up and lift, stretch your upper body off the floor, maybe coming up a little higher in the second set. So sometimes folks will like push their arms way into the floor to come up. Other times people will hover their hands above the floor. In actuality, we're looking for a sweet spot somewhere in between. You are pushing your hands into the floor for sure, right? You should feel your triceps working here, but you're not relying on your hands for it. The hands are just there to start to wake up the spine. Roll the shoulders back and down, stretch the big toes back, point the fingers forward, lift your chest up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. So the heels open and the arms down, it's an inverse opening to the hips and shoulders. When we lie on our back in Savasana with the heels together and the toes open, right, then it's the pelvis opening out. Here it's internal rotation. Complementary. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands don't overlap. Spread your fingers wide, root down through your knuckles and shoulders rather than your wrists and elbows. Lock your right leg, point your right toes and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Bring your pinky toe down and your big toe up. Lengthen and lift. Change, slowly right leg down. Relax right leg, lock left leg, point left toes and lift your left leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall, use your big toe. So for my hyper flexible folks, make sure that you're not pressing your elbows or wrists down, right? Press the shoulders down, knuckles down, lift your heel up, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin in, mouth down. So you're not tucking your chin all the way in, it's just that you have a nice neutral long neck. Mouth down, bring your arms a little closer, zip up your legs, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, roll forward, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out, look to the right, and breathe. As you look left and right, it's a gentle opening to the neck and shoulder, but sometimes it can be a little intense. If it hurts to look left and right, you can bend one or both arms so that your hands are close to your face, and this will take pressure away from the neck and shoulder. This is a great trick anytime I have like a chronically stiff neck, and I will use this trick whenever that comes up. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. Spread your fingers wide, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Keep your hip and forearm in contact. Notice if your hip is lifting up or your foot's coming to the left of your head. You want to drop the right hip down, spiral your inner right thigh up, sole of right foot flat to the ceiling. Change, right leg down, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Left leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken. Point your left toes, press your shoulders down, push your hands back, slide forward, lift your leg. Change, left leg down, third part, chin in, mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wide, lock your legs, point your toes, roll forward, lift both legs up. You can try separating your feet for a second, see if you can lift up more, and then bring the knees, feet back together, knees together, stretch the big toes back, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, lift your thighs up, change, lower down, bring your arms out, look to the left and let that one go. Take a nice slow breath and imagine the highly oxygenated blood flowing from your heart into your shoulders, elbows, wrists, all the way into the fingertips. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust, chin forward, Arms out to the side like airplane wings. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, squeeze your butt, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747, taking off. Beautiful. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Try to have your hands at the same level of your head, maybe one day arms above the top line of your head. Lock your legs, point your toes, squeeze your butt, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right. Breathe. Chin forward, arms out, knees, feet together. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift, everything lifting off the floor. This posture is so good for your back. It is also a wonderful chest and shoulder opener. However, you're never forcing your shoulders, right? So sometimes if you have a shoulder injury, you could have your arms down by your side, forward, or I've even done this where I just hug my arms in. Eventually, right, we're really gonna open through the shoulders and chest, but you're never forcing the body. Lock your legs, point your toes, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, lower down, tucking your wings, look to the left and let that one go. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Start with your knees, feet close together. You can also do one leg, one arm at a time. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. It is days like today that I am reminded this posture is good for digestion, right? If you ate a little too close to class like I did, you might be feeling it here. You're freezing between your lower ribs and your hips. Hold still. Try not to rock back and forth. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. If your knees are way wider than your hips, knees in, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, breathe. Bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, or opposite hand, opposite foot. Start with knees and feet close together. Squeeze your tush, point your toes, look up, and kick into your hands. You're kicking in 2 directions. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. If this posture hurts your knees or elbows, think about kicking up more than you're kicking back, right? That's how you get the back bend without like hyperextending the elbows. Squeeze the inner thighs together, squeeze your butt, roll forward if you need to, and then hold still. Thighs off the floor, neck nice and long. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your left, and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat, fix firm, Supta Vajrasana. Start in tabletop, open your knees, open your feet, and as you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time until one day you can sit down between your heels. If you can sit between your heels and you're not in pain, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is just perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, quads, knees and hips, but never a point of pain. A little bit goes a long way, especially when we're dealing with knees, toes, and ankles, right? These are delicate joints and you want to take care. You want to be compassionate with them. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up, head up last. Stretch up, turn around, Savasana. And remember that we have 2 sets. And I often find the second set of this posture feels quite different from the first set, right? Maybe you go a little deeper, or maybe things are just, you don't necessarily go deeper, but things feel a little bit more in place. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Enjoy the stretch after all the back bends. Feels so good. Okay, come to the top of your mat, second set fixed firm. Start knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Open your feet. You can open your knees as well, eventually sitting between your heels. Option to stay here or palms to soles, left elbow, right elbow, head back, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, maybe grab other elbow on top, all 5 fingers together, thumbs with index fingers. If that's easy, walk your shoulders back closer to your hips to lift your chest higher like a natural human bridge. And if that's easy, slide your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Change, put your hands on your feet, press yourself up. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana, letting everything stretch out. So earlier I was talking about, falling out of a balancing posture is not failure. It's actually an integral part of the learning process. And a similar life lesson I find, again, with having 2 sets of yoga postures is that, if the first set is hard, that is not an indicator that the second set will be exactly the same. Often when we try something new outside of yoga, if it's difficult or a little scary or uncomfortable, we're hesitant to come back. Yoga reminds us that actually, when you try something a second time, you're more familiar, you have more tools, more knowledge, and often the second set or second or third time that you're trying something actually does become easier. It's not so scary after all. It's not a sign that you're doing something wrong, right? It's just actually a sign that you're learning. How cool is that? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, big stretch up, and slowly go down, stomach in. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Tilt your pinky fingers down. Try to get elbows and wrists off the floor. Just the knife edges of your pinky fingers touch the floor. The rest of your arms are in the air. Slide your pinky fingers forward and then sink your hips down towards your heels. Just like in balancing stick, that T like Tom, not a broken umbrella posture. Imagine the same thing here, that you're in like a giant X-ray machine and you want to see the bones sliding apart. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, squeeze your feet, knees, hands together as you lift up, arms down, turn around, Savasana. You can always walk yourself in and out of that posture. And you can always roll yourself out of Savasana rather than doing the sit-ups, right? There's so many creative ways to transition between postures to get in and out of them safely and effectively. So in general, right, this style of yoga follows a pretty succinct script, a general script, right? But there's always options for modifications or different ways to get in and out of posture. So keep that in mind. And roll off to the side here or legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, other thumb on top, stretch up and go down. So remember that you can put your hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Otherwise, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, palms flat, wrists straight, sink your arms down, sink your hips down, I should say, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize, stretch. Change, slowly come up, stomach in, good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Letting everything stretch out and realign to the hard, flat floor. Let the floor hold you up. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Okay, come to the top of your mat for the highlight of your Wednesday, your hump day, camel pose. Stand on your knees 6 inches. I love that joke. Stand on your knees 6 inches between your knees.
and your feet. Place your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, and when you're ready, let your head go back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You can stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push stomach, thighs, hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, hold and breathe. When you're ready, place your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. Let's do it again. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat. So this is a perfect example of a posture that can be a little scary when you're new, or that can be a little intense in the first set, but often feels very different in the second set, or much more familiar the more you do it. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. Place your hands on your lower back. Maybe think about bringing elbows closer together behind you. One day elbows touch. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Go back halfway, freeze in the middle. When you're ready, left hand down, grab your left heel. Right hand down, grab your right heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Press hips forward, lift chest up, drop head back, hold and breathe. When you're ready, place your hands on your back. Press yourself up without twisting the spine. Stretch up, sit down, turn around, Savasana. Let that one go. The floor is hard and flat so that you don't have to be, right? Can feel all of the emotions, can see all the colors and all the stars in that posture, right? You just let the floor be strong for you so that you can be just a little bit more gentle with yourself. Inhale. And exhale, just letting that posture go. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Enjoy the stretch. Feels so good. Okay, come to the middle of your mat for Rabbit Savasana. We're gonna fold forward, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Take your time. Feel each part of your spine rounding, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lock your arms, lift your shoulders, stomach in, round your spine. When you're ready, bring your hips down to your heels, change. Slowly pull yourself out so that your head comes up last. Very nice, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside. Lengthen the spine, stretch up, chin to chest, go down. Try to feel each part of your back moving. Parts where you can't feel are usually where we're tightest. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, shoulders up, stomach in, round your back, enjoy the posture. When you're ready, hips down, change. Take your time as you uncurl. Head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. So all of these rounded spine postures, the head to knee, the rabbit, the sit-ups, those all feel really good to me today. And I know why, right? It's because
as in my personal practice outside of 26 and 2, I've been doing a lot of back bends today. And so those postures where I'm stretching out the back of the neck feel really good to me today. And I'm reminded that, you know, different postures mean things to different people and in different seasons of life. So for example, if you are a bartender versus a farmer, versus working at a desk job, right? You could practice the same postures and have very different appreciations for what they're doing for your body. It can be useful to everyone, right? But how you're experiencing them is different. And I love that about this yoga, right? Even though it's the same postures, our interaction with them are different, not just person to person, but like class to class, day to day, season to season. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good. Head to knee, Shavasana, right leg out, left leg in, 2 legs make an L, a 90-degree angle. Inhale your arms over your head, big stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. Interlace your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, bend your elbows down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, put your forehead on your knee. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, right elbow down, right shoulder down, 2 shoulders in line. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you, option to stay here or lay down, and sit up. Asana stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. In the dialogue, Bikram actually says, scoot your butt back 10 to 15 times, right? Knees can stay bent. It helps you keep a flat back. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and fold forward, stomach to thighs, pull, chest to knees, stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. I actually really like the subtlety of it's a very small cue in the dialogue, but walk your hips back 10 to 15 times, right? Because again, when we think about, oh, there's only 2 sets, or I only have to do it every once in a while, even just that motion of no, seriously, keep walking your hips back, keep going, reminds me that often we're not doing anything wrong. We just stop a little bit short, right? And if you keep going in a posture, keep going with your mindfulness, right? Your compassion towards yourself, sometimes you start to unlock something that you didn't even realize was there. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat, second set. Right leg out, left leg in, sole of left foot should push into inner right thigh bicep. Make sure that your leg is not on top of your foot. Arms overhead, big stretch up, turn to your right, chin to chest, put your forehead on your knee. If it's easy to touch your forehead to your knee with a bent leg, keep going. If you can straighten your leg, keep going, lock your leg. Elbows down, elbows to floor. Notice if your left hip or left knee are way off the floor. Left knee down, left hip down, 2 hips in line. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, big stretch up. Turn to your left, chin to chest, put your forehead on your knee, lock your knee, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in. Chin to chest, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, jaw relaxed, stomach in, breathing normal. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. You can stay here or lay down and sit up. Second set, stretching, bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest and fold. Rather than like pulling and tugging on the spine, think about lengthening, stomach to thigh, pull, chest to knees, stretch, lengthen through the neck spine, one day toes and head touch, lock your knees. Good, change, come on up, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good, come to the middle of your mat. Ardha Matsyendrasana, final spinal, bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to left knee corner, right arm close behind you like a second spine. Reach your left arm up and over, push your knee out of the way, grab your left knee with your left hand. If you can't grab your knee, you can grab your mat. Inhale, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, turn and twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance, especially if you're leaning back or to one side, right? Actively push your right fingertips into the floor. If you can balance here, take your right hand off the floor. Try to grab your waistband or even catch your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm close behind you, right arm up and over, push the knee out of the way, grab a right knee with right hand, inhale, stretch up, stomach in, exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. Again, you can keep your left hand behind you or reach behind you, touch your left fingertips to your right thigh, keep your right knee down, left big toe down, point your right toes, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back. Twist and twist and twist. That feels so good. Change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Okay, so we start 26 into yoga with a breathing exercise and we end full circle with another breathing exercise. Exhaling through the mouth, kind of like the sit-ups. Legs together, arms over your head, chin to chest, sit up. Good. Okay, come to the middle of your mat. Final breathing, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You're also welcome to sit on your butt. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms locked, chest up, shoulders down. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine and begin. Four, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. And take a nice slow breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Lather, rinse, repeat. Breathe in, empty out, and all is coming.